Hello, great to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Pull up a chair. What are we doing? Well, it could be stitching, or dioramas, or dolls' houses, or embroidery, or art. Who knows? And maybe we might get the odd cat joining us. Hello. Just 1 minute. Hi. How are you doing? I hope you've had a great weekend. While you watch, I want to talk. Now, I don't do mushy, miserable, but I just wanted to share something with you, just because I can. So today's Sunday. Yesterday, all I wanted to do was sit and paint. Nothing in particular, just paint. You know, sometimes when you feel like reading, sometimes you feel like sewing, sometimes you feel like paper craft, sometimes you just want to journal. Journal, sorry. But you know, life gets in the way once you're an adult. And even though I try not to adult as much as I can, sometimes I just have to do stuff. And yesterday, I had stuff I needed to do. So it took me till late afternoon to actually get round to sitting down to paint. By this time, I was a little bit stressy, I must admit. But I still wanted to paint. You know, that urge to do something. Sometimes it just overtakes, doesn't it? So I set myself up, got myself a nice big glass of water, my watercolour book, some paints, lit myself a nice candle, and put on some lovely, gentle music. I've been watching a lot of art videos, and I've been watching art videos for a long while. But this past week, it really seemed that I heard them. Do you know what I mean? Janet Nash playing with paint and her whimsical creations. Possum Patty laughing because she gets something not quite how she wanted it to be. Lynn at a bit of birdsong, having fun playing with media with such freedom, and Kerry Griffiths discussing art journals and the importance of remembering not to be too harsh on yourself. They are not portfolios, but places to be free and experiment. Those are just a few that have stuck in my mind. Now, I've been sketching and painting since I was very young, but I've always been my worst critic and judged myself very harshly, as I'm sure a lot of us do. While, however, encouraging and supporting everybody else, regardless. But this week something seemed to be a little different. And this week I listened. And I mean really listened. And as you'll see as this video goes along, I make mistakes. Doesn't quite go the way I wanted. But instead of my usual throw a wobbly and start again, I carried on. I was determined to finish it. And so I just let everything flow. And the stresses just melted away. It's as though I could actually feel it melting away. Each mistake wasn't a mistake, it became an opportunity. And before I knew it, I was in the middle of creativity and, oh gosh, such creative freedom. I just carried on, regardless, and shut everything else out. I could hear the music, I could smell my candle, and I was just in the throes of it. Now, I'm not saying I've never felt like this before, because drawing, sketching has always been a comfort for me, but I don't know. Something this week just seemed to be different. You know how when people say, and it clicked? And it clicked. It's not what I thought I was going to paint, but this is way better. And even though I've seen better, I've also seen worse. I've done better. I've done worse. I love her. She is free and unique and full of energy, and she just stands for so much. Anyway, I guess the takes from this video are that art isn't about symmetry or perfection or always doing the very, very, very best, and it is certainly not a competition. But it is choice and freedom and self-expression and fun and play. Even when we've been doing something for a long time, we can start afresh with new perspective. I also want to say, all those creators, if any of you are watching, who put up videos thinking people don't listen, well, sometimes they do. I hear you. I heard you. And I don't know why I felt the need to share. And some people might think that it's oversharing. But I just needed to share. And I'm sure that all the lovely people in our creative community will get it. Or at least, I hope you do. And if not, then I hope you've at least enjoyed watching me have fun. I actually really like her. Originally, she was going to be some kind of fairy. Then I changed my mind. At this point, I really thought I'd ruined the whole thing, because watercolours, in their nature, spread. And they did. And I ended up with some kind of drunken woman who had been on a night on the town and drunk far too much and smushed her lipstick. Not that I've ever been there myself. A, I don't drink. B, I don't wear makeup. But, you know, at this point, normally I would have just said, and thrown it away. Or at least hidden it in a drawer somewhere. No, I didn't. I carried on and I pushed through. And I'm so pleased I did. So maybe next time I won't be quite so harsh with myself, and I won't be quite so hard on myself. I'm not an artist by trade. I'm not an illustrator by trade. I just love painting, and always have done. And I think for me, it's been a pretty good weekend. And now I'm off to go and do some creative work on the dolls' houses because I've got, oh gosh, I've got 3 tree trunks that I need to varnish and put in place. I've got a front door on a different house that I need to paint and put in place. I've got some wood to do gesso, and I've got a floor to lay in the chateau. So I best crack on. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you love her as much as I do. Have a great Sunday, everybody, and please do take care of yourselves. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, I will link the channels in the description box that I mentioned. I'm really going now. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye.